Alright guys, so weekly recap on Aussie dollar, Australian dollar to US dollar. So for the week, we're coming into Monday, yeah. So this is just going to be a backtesting session to see what happened during the week. So I don't trade on Monday, so I'll be skipping that. But as for Monday, we can see that there was a very nice drop, and then I'm going to fast already. Let's take it back. So we're moving to London session on Tuesday. Alright, so London session on Tuesday, we have this inside bar forming at this key level here, and a very nice push. Now if you observe carefully, you can see a nice psychological level here acting as a resistance because price has refused to break. So what am I expecting to see? I'm either expecting to see a breakout or price reacts and come down. Now coming down doesn't mean it might respect the trend. Now if you've noticed, it came from a trend, bearish trend, came down, created a lower high, created a lower low. Nice. Now to continue this bearish trend, we should see what? A lower high and then a lower low. But since we didn't see that, we've seen a break of the previous low here. So I'm expecting that price should begin a bullish trend, yeah. So now, but for that, I can't assume that because price can always just come here and then just push down through. So for me to confirm, I need to see a sell from this level down here, creating a higher low, then we push up and create a higher high, something like this, this, and this. Now, if you observe, if we have that, there is a possibility we have something like a head and shoulder, yeah. It should be very nice for us to see. So yeah, let's watch. So moving on to the hourly time frame to see how we can enter. First of all, we need to see signs the price is about to drop before actually selling. Yeah. So we're going to move on to 7 o'clock. In 7 o'clock, you can see a very nice bearish pin bar. So going over to 50 minutes time frame, 7 o'clock, meaning that candle ended at 8 o'clock. So 9 o'clock is when London session starts. So I'm going to come to my 50 minutes to see signs that I can use to enter this market in the sell. So first of all, I've seen a structure change. We have this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then a lower high forming. So for me, I've seen structure change and I would like to take the sell. I've seen a pin bar, a very nice candle after that pin bar. So I'm going to take this sell here. And then rally price down all the way to, so I'm going to use the 20 pips stop loss. Let's see what happens. Let's use the 20 pips stop loss. So my profit target is going to be this previous shoulder here. Let's see if I'm expecting the head and shoulder there. So that will leave us with about that will leave us with a 1 to 7. I'd have expected a 1 to 2. So let's just make it a 1 to 2. Make it a very nice, simple mixed reward and see what happens. So we're just gonna play this. Okay, so we are seeing price pulled back up and then came down, so we're waiting for price to hit TP before going up. So hopefully, boom, we hit TP. Nice. So now that is done for that particular day. Move on to Wednesday. So we're going to London session Wednesday. Okay, London session Wednesday on the 4-hour time frame has given us what we've seen, a successful head and shoulder here. Excuse me. Seen a successful head and shoulder. Now we've seen a very nice pin bar from here. What am I expecting? I think I'll be expecting more sales from this angle because of this inside bar forming. Price decided, like you said, remember for Tuesday we did not assume that price was going to buy, but then it broke. Now after breaking, I guess this was this serious 4-hour candle was a news release for it to be this big. So since it stayed within this previous candle, I'll be looking to sell this market. Why? First of all, price is still acting or playing out within this zone here. Now we've seen a very nice engulfing candle. We've seen nice high here, lower high. What am I expecting to do? I'll move this to 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock to see what London session is telling us. So far we have been ranging. So it looks like price is going up. So I'm going to let it go up. We're looking for sales. So let's let it go up and see what it wants to do. So we've seen this bearish candle here. Now since we know that we are in London session, there's a trick that comes with London session or currency pairs when you're trading it. Anytime you see volume in the market, or you think there's volume in the market, and most times we have session, New York session and London sessions will have the sessions that have the highest volume. So we'll be looking to see a lot of weak fills. When you're in a session that has a lot of volumes, then expect to have a lot of weak fills. It doesn't happen every time, but then in most cases, if you see a candle like this in a very nice key level, then you're looking to see a weak fill. So what am I looking to see? I'm looking to see a bearish candle literally fill up this week. Let me extend that a little. So something like that. Yeah. So I'll go down to my 50 minutes for an entry. So now on the 15 minutes we are seeing rejection. All I need is just a very nice bearish candle for me to enter this market. You see the very nice bullish candle, and yeah, boom, I think that's my entry there. A very nice inside bar. So my entry is going to be there. Keep my stops above the level. I'll use, let's use a 15 pip stop loss. You can use a 10 pip stop loss if you want, but I love to give room to my stops. So yeah, we'll play this 15 minutes. Where is our profit target though? So I love taking my profit at the next key levels, but then I know that this price needs to drop lower to confirm this bearish trend we've been having. It's very simple. Structure is bearish, created a lower high, so we expect price to go lower. That's just basically what we are seeing. But then that is for swing traders who want to hold this position. But for me, I'm just going to take a 1, 2, 3 and take my profits at this, around this key level here. Yeah, that is how I trade basically. So let's see what happens. Price is pushing down nicely and we've hit TP basically. So I'm done for that day. I don't need any more trades. So we'll move on to Thursday London session. So you see, basically once you can read structure and you know what you need to see before you enter a market, then all you need is the right psychology. So now Thursday, we've seen a very nice engulfing, bullish engulfing from this key level here that has held over time, and followed by a very nice bullish candle too. So I'm not expecting to see sellers, at least not yet, because the bulls are still very much in the game. So what am I expecting? First of all, let's look at what structure is here. We've seen this head and shoulder form, came here, price got here, created a low, I went back, created some kind of higher high. So now for us to continue this uptrend, we should have seen a higher low and price push back up, but then we saw price break this low here, came back here to confirm if price has broken this low, that means there's a possibility of a bearish trend coming up. To confirm that bearish trend, we should see price come here, and then show signs of dropping. That's what we should have seen. But right now we are not seeing that. We are seeing very nice bullish sentiment. But then what's the tendency that we see a bearish candle engulf this bullish candle? There's a possibility too. So I'm just going to wait. But then so far, price is acting above the psychological level. So I'm not gonna assume that price is gonna sell. I'm only going to react to what price is selling me. So if I see signs of sells in the market, then I'm going to sell this market, confirming the downtrend since this low was broken. But then if not, I'm going to look at buying this market and looking to actually react to a very new bullish structure that is about to form. So I'll move on to 8 o'clock, since right, this is 7 o'clock. Now there is a trick to this. I'm seeing an inside bar here giving me signs, bearish signs, followed by pin bar. But you see, the trick is that we are acting above this key level. So if I saw these two candles under this level, I'll be very happy to sell this market. So let's also look at our fib. Our fib, I'm sure, will be giving us a very nice level to sell, 0.5 to 0.618. But still, I can't sell this market because we are still acting above. So, and like I said earlier, we are in London session. There is volume. So if we are buying this market, there's a possibility that we see what a weak fill, basically, just like that. But this time a white candle, something like this. I'm gonna just edit that. Okay, probably something like this. Very nice candle, yeah. So let's go back. So we're going to go to our 15 minutes time frame to see how we can buy this market. We need signs. Now I'm seeing a very nice inside bar here to the downside, and the next candle that closes is what, a 15 minutes candle. So I think I already have my signal to buy this market. All I need to do is I will just place a buy stop just above, a little bit above this candle. So if price buys, we get triggered and we go on. So I think I'll be using a 12 pip stop loss. Let's just say 12 pip stop loss, so we can cover this previous low. 12 pip stop loss, and then we take our profit at the next key level like we always do. So if this is a key level, I'm looking to take a 1, 2, 3, still within the key level. So we are good, still within this key level. And if it's an uptrend, definitely we should either get to this high or create a higher high. So I think our take profit is safe. So let's see how this plays out. The price literally just goes up. It doesn't keep us in drawdown for so long. So I think take profit has been hit very nice here. So yeah, very nice trade we're doing for that day. Let's look at what Friday has to give us. So you could actually take other trades for that day, but my trading plan is just one win in a day, so I don't stress it. I don't have to always be in the market every time. Friday London session, let's see what we have. So this is 3 o'clock, so this candle closes by 7, so 9 o'clock London session. So far, what can we see? We've seen some kind of flag, if you close it, bearish flag, this and this, yeah. And if you trade patterns, you understand that a bearish flag indicates signs of more sells, yeah. And now we've seen this engulfing 4-hour candle, very nice. Comes back to this key level, and then you see an inside bar, probably to the upside, but it's followed by inside bar to the upside actually, but then we are followed by a very nice bearish candle that still closes above this key level. So am I looking to sell? No. Why? Because price is acting above this key level. And 2, if I was looking to sell this market, I would have preferred to see price break this previous low. Then we know that okay, we've begun a nice bearish structure. But still, since we are still above this key level and we've not broken this low yet, so I'll be looking for buys. But then this bearish engulfing candle tells us that we are in a bearish trend basically. But then it's dangerous to buy this market for a very long time. First of all, you need to understand that price will always retrace after a very nice impulse move, or correct after an impulse move, after impulse correction. So now I'll be expecting this trend that is about to begin, or has begun, to retrace at least to 0.5 level before selling back down. So remember, we're in a bearish trend. Does that mean we can't see buys? We can see buys. Most people say don't buy in a bearish trend, which is good, it's safe. But then if you know how to understand the markets very well, you would understand when to buy and when to sell. And right now I'm looking to take a very short buy, at least during London session, and maybe New York can bring in sales to further confirm this trend that confirms this flag we are seeing. Basically, structure, price action is just very simple for us to understand. So what are we looking at? We're looking to see signs, bullish signs, to sell at least up to this 0.5 level or this key level. So we've seen a very nice bullish candle, but I'm not up at this time. I usually wake up, or I usually get to the charts during London, pre-London session, which is around 8 o'clock, 8:30. So we're going to move on to the next hourly candle. Now this hourly candle is dangerous. We are seeing a very nice inside bar, which could tell us to sell this market, and plus it's also at a supply level. So what's the tendency that price drops? It's high, but then I'm not going to take this sell because first of all, I'm expecting a retracement from this bearish move, and 2, we are above this key level, so I'm not interested. I'm going to wait for the next candle. If I see the next candle literally engulf this, then I think my sales are good. So my buys are good. Sorry. Wow. Price did not wait for us. But then going down to my 50 minutes, if I was to enter this trade, I would enter after my nice. Oh, this setup is really pretty, to be honest. We have a very nice inside bar here telling us we should buy this market. Yeah. So if I was in this market earlier, I would have entered here. Could also enter at this level because at this point I'm awake and in front of the chart. So but then ideally you want to enter here, place your stops just here. So let's use a 10 pip stop loss. and yeah, like we always do, take our profit at the next key level. So since I know price should get to this 0.5 or might get, it should not, because we can never assume what the market is going to do. So I'm just going to take a 1 to 2 here, or 1 to 2.5, and then leave the market to do what it wants to do. It's the next key level. I usually don't stress it. So once it hits, I'm out. Simple. You are done for the week. It's that simple. So if you had taken, did I just say that? If you have taken one trade per day and you trade according to my own plan, I just trade 4 days, Tuesday to Friday. You could trade Monday to Friday or Sunday to Friday, anyone. But now, taking one trade a day is not harmful. You'll have taken probably a 1 to 2 here, 1 to 3 here, 1 to 3 here, and then 1 to 2.5. If you notice, I think price still went up, retraced. Now you see this retracement is why I usually don't like to see. That's why I like to take my profit at the next key level. Whatever I want to do, I don't care. So price goes to the next to 0.5 level at least for a good retracement before selling back down. It's that simple. But then you will have gotten about 6, 8 and a 10.5 risk reward for the week. Very soft. You can either pass your phase 2 or phase 1 challenge, MFF, FTMO, any proprietary firm with basically just trading this. No stress, simple price action, no complications. So yeah, I'm going to leave the discussion to Telegram channel, free Telegram channel. You can always join and be a part of this journey. And if you want to know more about how this is done, you can always hit me up on Telegram to do that. So have a great weekend and have an amazing week.